So, warm welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the last press conference of this evening with the winning coach, Jurgen Klopp. Please remember we have simultaneous translation for our Arabic colleagues, so do wait for the microphone, raise your hand, and it would be very helpful if you could announce who you are and who you represent. Thank you very much. So, Ollie, front, please.
Jurgen, Ollie Foster from BBC News. That looked like hard work. Probably not what you needed this evening.
I don't think it was possible in a different way. It was not possible with the hard way. We saw now a couple of games here in this tournament, and obviously each team is here to represent the country, the continent, whatever, and try everything to be successful. So, the opponent tonight did exactly the same. So they fought really hard. We had problems before the game. We knew that we will have some problems in the game, was clear as well. But I really think the boys did exceptionally well because we had so many strange things. It was the most offensive midfield I probably ever lined up in a competitive game. Then Hendo and Joe Gomez together as a centre half pairing. Hendo's first time as centre half. What a game! So we controlled the game for a long period, and then they came with the set piece where it was clear we were not too tall today, and usually a player. I think Funes Mori scored a goal. Usually a player in that situation is offside when you play against us. In this case, he was not offside. That's one thing. And then counter-attacks, long balls, stuff like this, that's what they had. And then we had Ali in these moments, which helps obviously a lot. Or we defended it in a different way. So I'm really overly happy with the performance because I knew before the game that will be really tough and difficult. And the boys did again really well.
Thank you. Gentleman in the middle, please.
Señor Klopp, Sergio Treviño de Fox Sports México, preguntarle, después del partido del día de hoy, ¿le cambia la idea del fútbol mexicano? ¿Le cambia la idea de los Rayados de Monterrey? ¿Está cerca el fútbol mexicano del fútbol europeo?
I was never in doubt about that. Why should we think that European football is stands overall or whatever? So, but still, one game is not enough. You cannot judge a player after one game, and you cannot judge a team after one game. But that they are good, I saw in the game against Al Sadd already, and good players, all that stuff. But we were in a, for us, really new lineup, really dominant in a lot of moments. So. This kind of switch, what they do from time to time, Monterrey in the five in the back, 4 in the back, didn't cause us too much problems. We had sensational football moments with Nabi and Mo, especially when we passed the ball through. So we did what we had to do, but we were not here to show that Europe is stronger than North America or Mexico or whatever. We just wanted to win the game, and all the rest, other people have to judge.
Thank you. John Cross at the front, please.
Hello, Jurgen. John Cross from the Daily Mirror. I just wonder whether I could ask you about, a late goal. What does that say about the spirit and the determination? It's a strange competition, but you were so clearly determined to get through and carried on to the end.
Was actually afraid of the extra time, to be honest. So I was more than happy when Bobby scored that goal. So we had to do a few changes because we had no other options, but we want to do for the lineup some other changes. So it means we left Trent out, obviously we left Bobby out and Sadio out. So that gives you then the opportunity when the game is not decided to make the decision actually. And that Bobby scored the goal is just wonderful. He came on and was immediate in the game. So he had a really good situation. Pass from Mo, maybe not clear enough, but he helped us a lot. Sadio with his power and all that stuff. Trent, immediate, dangerous crosses. So it helped. But staying on track is part of our game. So I don't think you for sure cannot plan it, a goal like this. You only should not think it's impossible. So that's the only thing, and it was really super goal. I saw the goal, but not that the ball went in because so many players were in between. I just saw the reaction of the opposite goalkeeper. He was not too happy, so I started celebrating. So really cool.
Thank you. Just wait for the translation. Okay, thank you. Go ahead.
Paulo Vinícius Coelho, Fox Sports Brasil. I will try in English. Play against a South American club is not so usual for Liverpool. It's a different style so many times. But Flamengo is the first club in the World Cup, South American team in the World Cup with an European coach, first time. And we used to say that Flamengo is an European team in South America. Do you think this turned the game against Flamengo more comfortable or more difficult?
Oh, it will be more difficult for sure, not because of just because the next game, and we have now to collect our bones. I don't in that moment don't know exactly who will be ready for the next game, so we will see. I saw the bench of Monterrey. There were like 10, 15 players on it. I don't know. I'm not sure. Probably Flamengo season is over. They are here with the full squad pretty much as well. So we have just to recover as quick as possible and then to make ourselves ready. So, but we saw Flamengo, of course, in the other semi-final, and it was an open game for a long period. So we will see who deals better with the circumstances, who has more right decisions. That's about. But of course they are with Jorge Jesus as a manager. Of course, there's European influence or Portuguese influence at least. And that's it. But the players itself have already quality. So if there would not be a European coach, it would be already difficult. With Jorge Jesus, very experienced, very successful in Portugal and now in Brazil as well. So we have a lot of respect for that. But at the end, we will try our best and we'll see how it will work out.
Thank you. Gentleman at the front, please.
Thank you. Sasso Boywana from the BBC World Football Programme. Naby Keita scored your goal, your first goal. Mo Salah had a little bit of a difficult time today. I'm just wondering what you felt about that, because he kept on pushing and pushing, but wasn't able to deliver the final ball in there. But more importantly, you kept Sadio Mane on the bench tonight, and I'm just wondering why you did that.
Okay, yes. First and foremost, the pass for Naby's goal was from Mo. That's that much to your thesis that he couldn't play the final ball. He had a lot of final balls. The ball for Milner's chance was from Mo as well. Look, we are all human beings, and the attention on Mo Salah in this country or in this part of the world is obviously massive. I thought he played a sensational good game for all that, what happened around. When you go out for warming up and everybody's only looking at you, I wouldn't feel too comfortable with that. He dealt really well with it. He was always a threat. He played really good game. He was until the last minute there for the balls in behind, stuff like this. And yes, they tried to defend him from time to time with two guys, then with only one guy, but that's really aggressive. That's how life is. He has to deal with it, and he can deal with that. So I'm really happy with Mo's game. And Sadio, I think, as I told before, we cannot just push the same players through a season. So we have the quality with Divock and especially offensively with Divock and Shaq. So we need to use that. That's what we did. But it was clear that we have the opportunity to bring on Sadio and Bobby. Now they have played, I think, around Sadio maybe 25 minutes or 30 and Bobby maybe 10, 15. So good, very good for us. And Naby, what a player. So very decisive, super goal, another super chance. That's his strength. So in small spaces, he feels quite comfortable. So that helps us a lot. The runs in behind, when we are already high up the pitch, that's a exceptional skill of him that he goes there. He scored already a goal like this, had another chance in a similar situation. Top game, really happy.
Thank you. Lady there, thanks.
As you told us, you watched the Flamengo's match yesterday, so I would like to know what are your expectations for Saturday?
Tough game. Really tough game, but we watched the game, yes. I saw a lot, and we will watch more games. So because one game is important, but it's not all about that. And we will be a different opponent, of course. But that's how it is. We will analyze. We will do tomorrow at, I think, 5 p.m. So then when we do the real analyze, then I start thinking really about the next opponent in a moment. Or what I could say now would be based on one game, and I don't believe in science from one game. We have to watch 2-3 games, and that's what we will do. And then we will see what our conclusion will be. At the end, we try to make ourselves ready for a really tough game. And you saw, next to our hotel, before the game, the Flamengo fans celebrated already, before their game, had a proper party. So they have obviously a couple of supporters here. And for them it's important, for us it's important, and we have to see who deals with that situation better.
Thank you, gentlemen there. Please just wait for the translation, please.
No. NTV
Okay.
from Tokyo. Having witnessed these super goals, I think your attackers don't need any more reinforcement. However, it is reported that Takumi Minamino is joining. And what, in your opinion, is value added? What is how do you evaluate him?
Is it official, Mr. McCann? No, so I cannot speak about it. Sorry, you are too early. If he would come, I would have been really good today, to be honest, if we could bring him on as well. So, but he's not yet our player, so we have to wait for that. Sorry.
Thank you. Last two questions, gentlemen there, please.
مستر كلوب، هل ممكن أن يرتدي محمد صلاح شرط القيادة في النهائي تقديرا
Sorry.
هل ممكن أن يكون هناك قرارا بارتداء محمد صلاح شرط القيادة في النهائي تقديرا للمنطقة العربية مثلما قلت منذ قليل؟ Again?
Why? We are not here. Mo Salah is a very, very important player, and we have a captain. So so far I didn't think about it, and probably I will not. But now you ask me, if nothing happens, Jordan Henderson will be our captain, and maybe Virgil van Dijk can play. We will see. James Milner is the vice captain, then Virgil van Dijk. Gini Wijnaldum is in the country as well. So we will see how we do it. But Mo is a very, very important captain. The armband wouldn't make him more important.
SNTV, please.
Hi,
yes.
Jurgen. David Gurgis from SNTV. This team gets a lot of praise for the way Alisson plays in goal, the way the back four plays, and the attack. One of perhaps the last criticisms really of this team was not that many goals from midfield. The form of Naby Keita of late, yet another goal. Was that possibly one of the last final pieces missing in this side?
It would be really nice if football would that easy. So we realize that we have a lack of goals from midfield. Tell us the boys, and then they shoot goals from there. That's not like this. So we have a specific way of play. I really like how obvious that always is, how much we stick to our principles, to our patterns. That's really important, and that brings different players in different positions for scoring situations. Yes, but Naby is a player who can score goals, and he did now it's not the highest number of games he played so far for us, but he scored a lot of goals already, so important goals as well, and absolutely brilliant how he did that today, and there's so much more to come. So maybe if you know Naby a bit longer, then you would say, okay, that looked really good, but there's still some space. That's absolutely brilliant news for us.
Last question, Sky Sport, please. Thank you.
Evening, Jurgen. Just wondering, how is Virgil's illness? Was it a difficult decision tonight, and is he likely to recover in time for Saturday's final?
Oh, it was an easy decision actually, because he couldn't train, and so he was before yesterday on the pitch for a couple of minutes until the media left, and then unfortunately he had to leave as well, not because of the media, just because he didn't feel well. So yesterday, no training possible. Was it yesterday night? I forget it. Maybe it was yesterday night, but this morning, no training possible, and easy decision, couldn't play. Difficult for Hendo to deal with, but he did really good, and we will see. I don't know how quick he can recover. We will see.
Okay, thank you for your time. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
See you. Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, and particular welcome to the Alibaba player of the match, number 11, Mo Salah of Liverpool. We'll open up for just a couple of questions, please, before we start with the managers' press conferences. At the front, please.
Just how important was it for the whole team, and what does it say about the spirit of the team that you kept going until the very end? How important is that for this team?
I think it was a tough game. They were very aggressive against us, and all of us were caring about our legs, and they were really aggressive. And I think the referee doesn't protect us too much, but I'm not here to complain about it. But I think in the end we show our quality, and we won in the last minute. So I think we deserve it.
Thank you. Gentleman there, please.
George Miller, FIFA Films. Mo, how much did this feel like a home match for you? The support you got tonight was amazing. Can you just give me a sense of how special it was to feel that support here?
I think all the stadium today was Egyptian. I can hear that today. And, when you feel support, Egyptian support everywhere, I feel happy about that. And, I always feel love when they call my name, or I feel support from them. So I'm happy to hear that from them.
Okay, thank you. And the last question over there, please, gentlemen. Yeah. Last question. Thank you. It's on. Yes.
ناصر أبو بكر الزعيم السودان. كابتن محمد صلاح، برأيك من هو بطل المباراة اليوم؟ أليسون الذي أنقذ العديد من الفرص، ولا فيرمينو اللي أهدى ليفربول هدف الانتصار في آخر دقيقة؟
أفتكر كله Arabic or English. عربي. افتكر احنا كفريق كل واحد بيأدي دوره. فيرمينيو نزل، افتكر انقذ الماتش وجاب جول في اخر دقيقه. افتكر كانت اول لمسه ليه. فاليسون ادى ماتش كويس برضو جدا، وانقذنا في كذا كوره، وفيرمينيو جاب جول. فبرضو بس ما اقدرش اقول ان تريند ما عملش اللي عليه ورفع الكوره. فافتكر ان احنا ادينا بشكل كويس، كل واحد كان بطل في الجزء اللي هو بيلعبه. افتكر كلنا نستحق ان احنا نكسب الماتش يعني.
Okay, thank you very much, and congratulations, Mo Salah, and thank you very much. Coaches will be along shortly. Thank you.